Hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to Steins. Last time, we had a quick look at where Rokarin lives, I assume? Does he live there? Do all three of them live there? Is that very uncomfortable? I'm assuming they all live there and it's just very uncomfortable living style. That and we attended a time travel lecture. Oh boy, that was quite the thing, wasn't it? Even I'm impressed that I got through that speech while still doing the Makase Kurisu voice, which is just like fire with a little more enthusiasm. Anyway, after parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi. Okay, I was like, should there be a "the" there? No, Yanabayashi Shrine is correct. It's like saying I'm going to... No, I was going to compare it to saying going to church, but... no. I need to get exercised. I seriously doubt that the Makase Kurisu at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese, it's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kanda River. To find it, enter the first side of the... Why are they giving me all these directions? I'm not going any of these places. That's not entirely true. I might be going to Japan one day. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing... Mansaibashi Bridge? I think that's right. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit in with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Myojin is the most famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Oh god. Urushibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief priest's son. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's right, son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. Good afternoon, Okabe-san. He bows his head. The voice of a girl. The mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy. Well, I know what I'm calling this episode. Holding a bamboo broom. Apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. I mean, like, guys clean. That's not like an unnormal thing, I guess. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. But he's a guy! Half of these facts don't have to do with the fact that I'm just, like, up in this guy's grill. The fact that he's not actually a woman, yet looks better than Mayushi over there. Damn cicadas won't shut up. But he's a guy! Oh, I'm gonna say, how long does this gag go on for? Lukako, the blade I gave you. What happened to it? He's a friend of mine. I call him Lukako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also so happens that Lukako and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I'd gotten to know him. Lukako was taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flustered face and tears in his eyes. Do you mean Sword Samadare? I feel like that voice is too high-pitched, but I don't know what else to do. Correct. I bought it so you could learn to control your power. Oh yeah, you bought it at Blade Works, right? I think you said it cost $980. Don't say another word anymore and they will come to silence you. You're gonna silence me? Thanks for the
Thanks for worrying about me, Okarin. But who are they?
I ignore Mayuri's question. So, Lukaku, are you making sure to practice with Samadere like I told? My brain went Samadere, and I'm like, is that like a biscuit hammer thing? I'm pretty sure that's the same name as the main girl from Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer, but I could be misremembering that. Are you making sure to practice with Samadere like I told you?
Yes, I do practice I do practice swings once a day.
As long as you carried and mastered the Seishin Zama of School of Swordsmanship, you can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Samadere may be an imitation sword, but that is the only form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. And it was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included.
Thank you, Okabe-san. It was a wonderful present.
I feel like that's just the same voice I gave to Makase. My name isn't Okabe.
It's Okarin! Oh, I'm sorry, Kiyoma-san.
As long as you understand. Now, speak the words. No! Not Kongaloo! Kongru!
Yes. L-Sai Kongru. Did I get it right?
Lukaku smiles happily as I nod.
Thank you.
Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy.
Such a beautiful master-discipline relationship. Mayushi's not a Fujoshi, but she's getting a little excited. Mayuri-chan, please don't imagine such things.
Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship. I may have read that as discipline before. Master-disciple relationship. I, Hokurin Kiyoma, have gone to great lengths to teach Lukaku about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Samadere is part of the training. Looks aside, Lukaku is very obedient and hardworking. Plus, he's always eager to learn about new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weaknesses of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. What are you doing here, Mayuri?
I came to see Lukaku! Kamima's coming up next month, and I want him to cosplay as Kirai-chan from Rynet. But he won't say yes. Cosplaying. That's just too embarrassing for me. But I'm sure you'll look great in it. The phrase, someone this cute just...
Let me try again.
The phrase, someone this cute can't be a girl, is really popular, you know. Come on, you can make a cosplay debut.
Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's choosing Lukaku as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on, Lukaku has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever, I have business to take care of. Save the trivial stuff for later.
But it's really important to Mayushi.
And it's trivial to me. Anyway, Lukaku, there's a good reason for my being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism.
An exorcism? Look, I'll get my dad. Please wait.
No, it's nothing serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine. So with that said, bring out the usual.
The usual? You mean Samidare?
No! Who the hell uses a demon sword for an exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. I don't know what it's called, but it's the stick with the zigzaggy paper thingies that the priest does a shaky thingy with.
That sounds really dumb, Okarin.
Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri.
The Onusa. Onusa? Onusa. Oh, the Onusa. I don't know if my father will lend it to me. I'll go ask him.
Lukako makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes out a pocket watch from her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's a most important treasure.
Well, time for me to go to work.
Do your best. You going straight home afterwards?
Yep.
Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. Should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began. Okay, that...
See you tomorrow!
I did ask that question earlier. I didn't think the game was actually going to tell me. I called Mayuri to stop before she trots off. Wait, Mayuri. Back at Bradicom. You heard a man scream, right?
Scream?
Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temples as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile.
When was that again?
This afternoon.
I don't think I heard anything.
Oh. Well, alright.
Okarin's a weirdo. Bye. Da-da-da.
Mary leaves this time for good. Sorry, let me get the right sentence right. Mary leaves, this time for good. Though she pauses to wave at least half a dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway.
Thanks for waiting, Okabe-san.
Lukako returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hand is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for.
Let me borrow it. Thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave?
Don't worry about Mayuri. Begin the exorcism at once, Lukako!
Okay, but do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exercising anyway?
Lukako is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. This instant doubt touches my heart. A terrible chill shoots up my spine. It's the evil spirit in my arm! I grab my violently shaking wrist. Be still, foul spirit! Gah. Hurry, Lukako! It's trying to take over!
No way! Please hang in there, Okabe-san.
I'm not Okabe-san!
I'm sorry, Kiyoma-san. But what should I?
The exorcism. Hurry! Just do it like I taught you!
Okay.
The serious look on his face, Lukako grasps the Onusa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. I've taught him well. His His face is red and he can barely talk. Looks like he wants to say something, but he's hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward? Amateur. Please, Luca, expel the spirit from me. I don't want to kill you. Luca starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty. Like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukako's managed to work up his resolve.
Hear me, evil spirit.
He raises the Onusa up high, shaking it left and right.
Please leave Okabe. I mean Kiyoma-san.
That's great! Now strike my arm with those zigzags! Oh my god, that noise was adorable. The tip of the Onusa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas.
Did it work?
I took a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped. I'm okay. Looks like you drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukako. Lukako sighs in relief and blushes.
I'm glad I was able to help.
His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. But he's a guy! No. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Brawn Tube workshop for repairs. Daru and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. That's a lot of TVs. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare from the gigantic CRTs in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. Doesn't seem like something you could get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I seriously doubt anyone want a bulky old CRT. Oh god, I know which voice this man is getting. Yo, what up, Okabe? Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. Oh my god, as I said, it's gotta be the Sigma voice. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building. Tenyoji Yugo. I call him Mr. Brawn. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes. What's up? That TV you gave me is broke, that's what. I bet you were treating it rough, weren't you? His voice isn't far off, actually. I barely managed to set the heavy TV down on the counter. Love. You gotta treat him with love. A muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine. I'll need repairs post-haste. Why you always gotta talk like that? Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause to the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. Oh! I got a text. Who is texting me? It's Mayuri again!
I didn't want any of the other Garo Froggies, but I did want Fatty. Now that I think about it, it wasn't really that cute. Actually, it was kind of weird looking. I wonder why I wanted one so bad. Hey, I just realized Fatty kind of looks like Daru-kun.
Damn! Poor Daru. And again, I don't know. Well, do they even sell Garo Froggies anymore? Just the body, right? No comment on Daru's face. Why we all gotta be so fucking savage to each other? I'm gonna talk more about frogs. And the text is sent. Also, I wanted to look at... I could change my... No. That's ominous. You know what? Despite being ominous, I actually kind of like that one. I like this one. I don't know why, but I like this one. Can I like... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna set that to my phone ringtone. Gate of Steiner! Sorry, I just need to preview this. This is the music they played over the opening, isn't it? Well, just like an 8-bit version. No, I definitely prefer Over the Sky. Okay, I'm gonna have that as that, and then that one as my actual phone ringtone. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. You sure it's not the fact that it's TV, CRTs? There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're all functional according to Mr. Braun. He's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. And there are even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market. You're open late today. Don't you usually close around 7? Crowds in Akiba are a thing quite quickly at night. All the major electronic stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. I'm expecting someone. You mean that chipmunk of yours? Don't be calling my little girl a chipmunk, you hear? The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It's a picture of a young girl, shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert, but this girl's actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs. Or was it the other way around? I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? If you touch Nai, you're dead. That's it, Nai. A rare name that means to braid. She pops up at the store every now and again, so we've interacted with her before. And by we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one Nai gets along with. Nai always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Bro makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. But seriously, besides your daughter, has this workshop ever had a customer? I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months and I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I'd be surprised if this place were actually making any money. Ain't a customer. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with a vague answer. It's probably just a loose solder on the board. I can fix it. Really? Well then, by all means. Hold on. I'll get you an estimate. What? You're charging me? What do you think? This ain't some charity. You're the one who gave us the TV? Yeah, so what? Never said I'd service it for free. Curse you. You have some gall to say that just after foisting? Foisting. You have some gall to say that after foisting a half-broken piece of junk onto us. Oh, shut up. If you don't want it, I can take it back. Though I'll have to charge you for safe disposal. Extortion! You dare cheat the man who very well may change the future of mankind? Ha! Who's that now? Me, of course. Who else? Brush your teeth and go to sleep, kid. You got some nerve to be back-talking when I'm letting you rent the second floor for next to nothing. You shall have your money, Mr. Braun. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then, I heard the door open. I look up to see a girl that has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. Don't we all?
What's up?
I don't know what that voice was. It started off Mayuri, then it just kind of went into a voice crack. Excuse me, I need some more water. Okay, where was I?
What's up?
Huh? Suddenly, time stops. Feels like someone activated the world. The girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously. Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or dare I say his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat.
I called earlier. I'm Amame.
And just like that, time starts moving again. Oh, so you're the kid from the job interview. I'm Tenyoji, the manager. A job interview? This young woman? Don't know why I've decided he wants to do voice breaks today. You want to work at the dull, dirty, depressing, debt-ridden Brawn Tube workshop with this filthy old manager? You want an extra 1,000 yen added to your rent? My words are but the truth, though I suppose it's not my place to get involved. Anyway, I had no idea the Brawn Tube workshop was hiring. You always look so free. I didn't know you needed the help.
Actually, I'm the one who begged for the job.
The girl looks a little embarrassed.
The boss refused at first, but I wouldn't take no for an answer.
Yes, I'm sticking with this overly American accent because it's the only one I can do. That's honestly surprising. Kids with drive these days are rare. Take a seat right there, young lady.
Oh, thank you.
She looks lost as hell. Looks like they're going to have a formal interview. Now, I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. It's because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Right. What was your name again?
Amame Suzuha.
Age?
18.
Same as me. Student?
No.
She shakes her head.
なんでうちで働きたいんだ
Why do you want to work here?
Because I love CRTs.
採用
Hired! You start tomorrow. Wait, what? Is this some sort of joke? Are we on camera?
Thanks, boss.
Finally, Amame Suzuha seems to relax. And she looks at me.
Who are you?
You dare ask my name? Banish the thought from your head, girl. To learn it would place your life in jeopardy. Countless women have learned my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Sarah in America, Claudia in Italy, Simone in France. I won't put anyone else in danger.
おい
Hey,
ほなもう
stop pulling things out of your ass. He just doesn't understand my pain.
このバカ男は
This idiot rents the second floor. Name's Okabe Rintaro.
岡部ではない
My name is not Okabe. It's Hyoin.
うっせえ
Quit it, or I raise your
上乗
rent.
せするぞ
I'm Okabe Rintaro. The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression.
I don't know anything about this organization that's after you. But if you're ever in trouble, Okabe Rentaro, let me know. I can help with stuff like that.
Huh? Huh? Stuff? Like what? Are you a therapist?
If necessary, I can hurt them so bad they'll never bother you again.
Mr. Brown.
Nope, she's a yandere. Beautiful. Mr. Braun, I don't think you should hire her. Yeah, she might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyway, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in Okabe's head.
It is?
You just keep thinking that. But someday the world will kneel before me. And then Amame Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye.
So that's the current trend. Thanks for the tip.
Trend? I don't think so. Yes, being Chunibyo is trendy. I don't know.
That's it.
So hot. I was at university all— oh, I'm receiving mail. Why has my phone not gone off? Lukako.
Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samadere.
It wasn't bad, just a little clumsy. You're a servant of the gods. You need to project dignity and confidence. Work on it. What would a traditional ceremony entail? Any details? Don't tell me it's an ancient forbidden secret. Don't worry, thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off if I'm forced to do battle again. Let's just pray. Yep, we're going with that one. Should have gone off. I received the text. Mail ringtone changed. Okay, just to make, just to make sure, like you do every time. You double set it just to make sure. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab a nice coffee on the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check the channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board and the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. Is that... nope, I was going to say, is that my email thing at in the bottom? I search for threads in the mass disappearance phenomenon or Marcuse Kurisu's stabbing, but turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? John Titor appeared in an American John Titor appeared on American Birth by Sleep 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100 or 5100. His claim started quite a storm amongst the BBS denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. I don't know what that last one was. To prove he was from the future, explain the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. And so to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, the same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is American. Yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese? Let's take a look at his posts. CERN. Why is that familiar? I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2026. I see everyone would like to know more about my time machine. The travel company was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Then other people asking for just other crap. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? Dystopia. CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN use their time machine for power. By 2026, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, there is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Why did you come to this time? Was the Akiba site crashing your doing? Wait guys, Titus-san doesn't understand the @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, if you know what I mean. Get a trip code, asshole. I came here to change my present, in other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free, but you will lose it all in just 20 years. It's vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You say only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. What's a dystopia? God damn it, Mayuri, get off the Discord. How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Who asked you to change the future? You trying to play God? If you're promoting world peace, then I welcome our new CERN overlords. People like you are why we shouldn't do these things. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2026, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anyone who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. We've already changed the past by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know who CERN is? OP is a troll. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, Lamar, will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit, am I right? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have... Oh, that's just, I feel like we've just perfectly... This has just perfectly encapsulated the internet. This one screen. Can you self-cest? Thanks. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. The world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution. That hasn't changed in 2076, 2036. I've been playing too much Fallout. It's possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory is that in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics or GTFO. The many worlds interpretation. Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world. Lol, what? I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I'm only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Late reply. A trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. Lol backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out to new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then the divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.000002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, active terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Looks like they're already making an archive of these threads. And of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. His post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor, so that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on that channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has ever mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English, and there's plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, are all 12 about the current Titor's postings on @channel? I can't find a single trace of Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dug my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I send him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen, he means May Queen plus Nyan squared, a maid cafe. May Queen plus Nyan squared. Am I reading that right? Daru's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. What the fuck am I about to walk into? May Queen plus Nyan squared is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramayabashi Dori, take a left at Sumakoasaka crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radakan incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Radakan building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed, shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
We're here now in Akihabara, the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. Satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can't be removed until the authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concern.
Media has dozens of cameras set up outside the police line. And there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill an entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to the crowds and big events, but a gathering at this size is unusual. I mean, it is a very rare occurrence, let's be honest. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, Otaku is shopping for doujinshi. Doujinshi? Yes. Doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radakan, it's the same as every other day. I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in my mind, I returned my gaze to the street. And there in front of me stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out. Wait! She doesn't even turn around. She's so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me. Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English? Hey, you with the phone camera! Wait! Please wait! She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. Hey! No pictures! You with the organization! She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone. Answer my question! Are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. Possible organization spy. You're not? I like how the fucking subtitle at the bottom keeps changing. Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Is she even listening?
Sorry.
Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something.
If I upset you.
She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell. Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo.
I was shooting the scenery.
Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed. Exactly the opposite of her annoying slow speech pattern. The scenery? You're a tourist? Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
It's proof of where I was today.
Lady ignored me and apparently sightseeing in Akihabara. You're a strange lady.
Kiryu. Moeka.
Hmm?
My name.
I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just wanted to delete the photo.
I have a question for you. May I?
First, the photo.
There's an urban legend in Akihabara. Have you heard of it?
I don't know what this voice is, but I feel like it works. An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. This is a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld? Gah. I've remained in this town for far too long. I'll need to make plans. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad that...
The Phantom Retro PC.
Retro PC? She replies with a nod, or something like a nod.
They say there's one in Akihabara.
そうか。
Oh. Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
幻のレトロ PC と
Retro PC?
キュッパチあたり
You mean like a 98? That's the first model that comes to mind. But our 98's really that hard to find. She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
No. This.
She turns her phone toward me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks kind of familiar.
IBM 5100.
An IBM 5100.
ジョン・タイターが手に入れようとした
That's the
PC
computer John Titor tried to get. Her fingers twitch, I think.
You've seen one?
ない
No.
名
Now I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No.
これもシュタインズ
This could be the choice of Steins Gate.
Know anyone who might know?
ダルならば詳しく
Daru probably knows more about it.
そいつは俺の
He's my favorite right arm. A super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6's mainframe.
実力の持ち主なのだ
The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break out our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus Nyan Squared. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
では俺は
Well, I'm off. Lady, media scrum in moderation.
ほどほどに
I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd.
何をする
What are you doing?
Your email. Please.
何が狙いだ
What are you after?
The super hacker.
I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design.
断る
I refuse! I'll never give up Daru! I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace. But she's still chasing me.
俺の後ろを歩くな
Stop following me! Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is the picture of me that she took.
ゲーまだ削除していなかったのか
Sorry, what was that noise Okarin just made? Yeah! You still haven't deleted it?
Tell me, and I'll delete it.
この俺を脅すとは
You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for?
何者だ
I feel like I can get by just yelling most of Okarin's lines. I attempt to glare her into submission, but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective! She hesitates for a second.
Work part-time at Arc Rewrite.
なんだそれは
What's that?
An editorial company here in Akihabara.
One of those companies that writes articles for magazines? Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work? Wait, you plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you?
記事にするつもりだな
The mad scientists of Akiba are unveiled. I can see the headline now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid the gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice.
交換条件に
Very well. I accept your terms. At any rate, I As long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to her, she enters my info with a terrifying speed.
そうかな。
Of course,
この女。
this woman is an Esper. I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb typed cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. Seems a bit excessive. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds.
名前は
Name?
おーいんきょう。
Hyoin Kyoma, mad scientist.
どう書くの
How is it spelled?
フェニックスの方を。
First, Hyo for Phoenix, then in, and finally Kyoma, which means horrible truth that must never be revealed. Huh?
フェニックスの方に。
Ho for Phoenix, then
凶
in,
悪だし。
and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the in part of Hyoin would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side.
こう
Like this?
なんだこれはふざけるな。俺のマナをバカにする
What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? She lowers her head a little more. An apologetic bow, I guess.
ならば携帯を貸せ。
Just hand me your phone. I'll enter it. She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all of her might. What does she think I'm going to do? The reaction's a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter it as Shining Finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank mail. I don't need to type anything. It's just to give her my name. I already put her name in my contacts. Just send her a blank mail. Oh, that's a thing. Address book. Shining Finger. And send. I forget sometimes that I actually have to do things other than read. She's staring at her phone. I don't think I've ever met someone who made less eye contact. After a few seconds, her phone receives the email.
岡部倫太郎
Yeah, about that.
なぜその名を。
What? How do you know that name?
今のカラメールに
From the blank email. Damn, my email's still linked to my real name. I must change it at once.
それは世を忍ぶ仮の名だ。
That's just my alias. I'll send another one with my true.
いいわ
No,
これで
this is fine.
何を言う。
Nonsense! I am not Okabe Rintaro, but Hyoin Kyo! She's really not buying it.
画像は消したか。
Did you delete the picture? She nods slightly, I think. It's really hard to tell. Her body language is as subdued as her voice.
消したのなら証拠を見せろ。
If you deleted it, then prove it! She silently shows me her screen. The only picture remaining is the one of the computer. That's a relief.
メール
I'll email you later.
聞いといて
So ask. Okay?
何をだ。
About what?
都市伝説
The urban legend. Oh, that. I almost forgot. With that, Shining Finger wanders off. Throughout the encounter, she kept the same cool expression. Actually, I don't think we ever once made eye contact.
おかえりなさいませ、ご主人様。
As much as I'd love to carry on, I'm at like an hour into this video, so I'm gonna leave the maids until next time. Oh boy, what the fuck have I wandered into? Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Steins Gate. If you liked the video in any capacity, give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on... I don't know. This game isn't really one that you can leave advice for, is it? I don't know. What do you... I like most of these characters so far. They're all different enough, even if most of my female voices are the same. I apologize for that. I can do like 3 different ones, which is Mayuri, the kind of sad-looking one, which I also used for Makase. I just made it sound less harsh for... I've forgotten his name, but he's definitely a guy. That's all I remember. And the other, I use that same voice for Shining Finger. I just space her words out. It's real easy. Other than that, if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post new videos, be that of this or... I know I keep saying I'm going to start Astral Chain. I will one day. I've just got to finish No More Heroes. And I spent like 15 minutes the other day grinding for the best beam katana. And I don't like how it works. So I feel like I just wasted my time. It's kind of a mood killer if I'm honest. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, you can subscribe to the channel if you want updates. In theory, YouTube lets you know when I post a video. But whatever. Also, I've just realized that I can press B and the text box disappears and I get like... This is probably how I should take screenshots for the thumbnails, but whatever. Where was I? No, yeah. Finished the video. Thank you all for watching. I've been Nix, and I will see you guys next time. Laters!